Alright. Welcome back, guys, to the Long Dark. We are on our 100-day challenge to go to the far territories. So where we last left off was here in the gold mine in Nash Canyon. We were able to get our backpack and our crampons. So we are looking pretty good right now. So we got the regular crampons on. We're going to take these ones off. Put the good ones on. Boop. So it actually looks like the improvised crampons weigh a little bit more. They're about half a pound heavier. It's good to know. Drop those. So we're gonna wear the regular ones. And then in our backpack, now we have the technical backpack, so now we can hold an additional 11 pounds. It says 22 because we have our well-fed bonus as well. In terms of where we're at, we're on day 26. So we got here pretty quickly, thankfully, since we lost a little bit of time. But in terms of our skills, we did get our level 5 cooking 2 episodes ago. And then everything else, we're basically just going to let happen as it happens. So here we are. We're going to do a little bit more exploring in this mine. And see, hopefully there's a revolver up here somewhere. This is not where I meant to go. So I was a little bit bummed. We do have a good chance at a revolver spawning up here. Doesn't seem like we were that lucky. So no revolver for us, it seems. This is the way we came from. So I do want to go up that way. Okay. I apologize. I come into this mine once a run for like 10 minutes, so not the most confident here yet. Piece of charcoal. Okay, we'll take those. Worst case, we can drop them if they're a little too heavy, but I'd rather have them and hopefully not need them than leave them and wish I took them. Pretty bummed out. Was really hoping we would catch a revolver up here, but what are you gonna do? There spawns in other places, so maybe we'll get lucky. It is rumored as well that I think it's Barb's rifle can also spawn in Ash Canyon in one of the buildings. The mine is one of the spawn locations, but it's not the only one. And apparently some of the other places it can spawn as well. I think there is a spot outside the mine it can spawn, like laying in the snow, kind of. We'll take a peek there, to be honest with you. I don't know if we'll take it. Oh, right. So we have a couple options here. We're just gonna go down this way. I don't really care too much about Barb's rifle in this playthrough, if I'm being honest. It's one of the heavier, I think it's the heaviest of the 3 new variants of rifles. Apparently it hits a little bit harder, I think. But not enough that I want to go out of my way to go find it. If we had more time, maybe, but so this is the way back out. Sir. I don't really want to drop down from there. Guess we're gonna just kind of billy goat our way down. Boop. Okay, great. There's a maple sapling over there. We'll grab it just because we're here. Why not? Cool. Maple sapling. about midday. I slept a little bit in the cave, but I knew that it wasn't really worth sleeping because by the time we get down, we're gonna be tired again anyway. So it doesn't make sense to waste too much time. Sleeping and stuff, because we're gonna have to sleep regardless once we get down this rope. So see how far we can get. Too encumbered to climb. Alright. Ew, why am I carrying that? Gross. Get rid of those. I have a lot of matches now. Okay. What to drop? What to drop? Now we're under. We're not going to stop on that platform, because if I stop on that platform, I'm probably going to need to drop more stuff. So, because if I go underweight when I'm on the rope, or overweight when I'm on the rope, you can still keep climbing. If I were to get off and rest, and try to hop back on the rope, I would have to drop more things to make sure I can get back on the rope. So, not really worth it. Especially since we have more than enough stamina right now. And going down, you use a whole lot less than going up. So, doesn't make sense. And this looks like our fire? No, no. Definitely not ours. I don't like those. Oh, look, another hammer. There's another hammer? Do we have a hammer on this playthrough yet? I think we do. I'm gonna take it anyway, just in case.
Sure I can carry much more.
I know I can't find one for the life of me on my interloper run. Just kind of killing me, literally. Because on interloper, you don't spawn with any tools. There's no tools that will spawn in the game. You need to make your own stuff. There's no firearms, so your best bet is to try to get your hands on either pre-made arrows that you can break the tips off of and remake. Or, just looking to see if the moose is here. There's a moose that spawns in this corner. Or make your own tips. So regardless, you have no tools, unless you actually make them. But what is this? Ooh, this is new. Okay, that was not exciting. Never mind. I take my ooh back. So yeah. I don't know if I'm happy the moose isn't here or if I'm disappointed. I think I'm happy. I don't know though. Too encumbered to climb. Oh, we're way over now. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sleep for a little bit up here. I may learn to regret this, but we'll see. Or, no. There's too much day left to do that. Sleep for 3 and hope we don't get a blizzard. We're safe up here, except for the weather. Okay, so now we should be a little bit better off on weight. Still too heavy.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Didn't I just drop a bunch of stuff? What happened? Oh. Alright, we're gonna drop 2 of those. 3 of those. So we only need 1. So, there's that. That's half a pound. Oh, it's the hammer. Duh. Just drink that. Eat that. And we're a little over a pound over. So we'll drop. We'll drop a little bit more water just to get us down. Last time I came this way on my last stalker one, there was a moose here. It was guarding this rope, so I had to kill it with a revolver. It was not fun. It took like 30 shots. I'm sure I missed some of them, but it took like 30 shots. The thing just didn't want to die. And then it finally died and it started blizzarding. I was like, you bastard. Oh, it was a good time. But he's mean. He runs up and down this ravine. And moose don't bleed to death, so you have to actually kill them. You can't kill them, pass some time, you know, shoot at them a couple times, pass some time. You can kind of get away with that with the bear, but not with the moose. So here's a deer. Sam, over there. Okay. So basically when you come back down from this rope, so that this end of the mine takes you basically all the way to the west part of the map. So really, if you just, if I remember correctly, if you follow this rock formation down, you're eventually going to run into the cave. It's not the one we came through, it's not the transition zone we came through, but it's an actual cave. That cave is actually going to put us really close to Summit. So that's kind of my goal, is to kind of ricochet from here up to Summit. It's getting kind of windy though, so I think there's a cave nearby that we can. You are going to do that, aren't you? We're going to get blizzarded on, friends. Trying to hurry. We'll stem if we have to. I think we have a go juice. I'm hoping this is just wind. To be wind. It's not snowing, so I might get lucky. Those clouds moving. We're going to pick up some birch bark along the way, just in case we get in a bad way. We should get a good amount of birch bark from this area. So we can make lots of tea. We're not actually doing too bad on our temperature. So we're two arrows down, but before we were doing great, so. The map is showing that we have a cave around here somewhere. I do have it open, just in case. I like to have it open with me, even if I'm in an area that I'm pretty familiar with. Just because it sucks to get lost, especially if it starts blizzarding. So. I don't have a great track record with blizzards, so they don't play with them. So, good amount of birch bark here. And then the wind blowing interface the way it is going to slow us down even more. I'm a little tired. That's a big piece of birch bark. See that? There's some wolves. Look at this. Look at these birch bark pieces. They're huge. Dear. Like, it takes up my whole screen. This one too. Jeez. I think that's a glitch. Maybe? Like, can I hold this in front of my face? Block the wind? deer carcass here. I think that means we passed the cave, so we're just gonna hoof it through here. I think the cave was back by where the moose was supposed to be. Okay. Alright, yeah. I'm just gonna hoof it out of here then. And we'll sleep in the cave, the Timberwolf Mountain cave. That transition cave I was talking about. I will eventually, not on this playthrough, but make myself explore this. I really don't like being in Ash Canyon. I've almost died a lot of different ways in Ash Canyon. It's just not a great place to be. There's no cover like you guys can see. I mean, there's nothing, unless you can find a cave or something. You kind of have to know where you're going when you go. There's wolves, there's, you know, moose. That's why the moose isn't here, duh, because we had the moose at the beginning when we went in. That's right, I forgot all about that. As I'm rambling, remembering. We had a moose. Getting very slow. We don't have any coffee, do we? No, we don't. Have a go juice? Alright, have a go juice and a stem if we need it. Okay, so pillar's footrest means we're getting close. Map shows that Celeste area before the cave. I think that's the cave right there in that corner. This wind is brutal. Wow. Well, luckily we'll have some cover in the cave, and hopefully we'll find some more coal. Get a fire started if we need to. Have enough matches. Really would try not to use the go juice or the stem, just because I want to be able to have it for the hike up to summit if we need it. Luckily from where Work-On-It comes through, summit's actually I think only like 2 ropes up, so we'll sleep here for the night, set off first thing in the morning, even if we're not fully rested, just because I want to get us up those ropes, and then we'll have to sleep probably once we get to the plane anyway. That's okay. I'm gonna grab this singular cattail because I don't want to leave it here to be all lonely by itself. Forbidding corn dog. You guys ever seen a video of somebody biting into a cattail stalk? Oh, there's more over there. You're not alone. Now I'm just taking friends. I watched a TikTok the other day of this woman taking a huge bite out of a cattail top, and it just exploded in her mouth. There was just, they remind me of like dandelion, the cotton puffs you get on the top of dandelions once they're ready to go to seed. It just like, she took a big bite of it, and then it just like, she was just like spitting them out of her mouth for like a solid 2 minutes. She was like choking. It was the whole thing. So I'm assuming she like took a breath in as she was getting ready to take a bite. So I think she also inhaled some of them. I was peeing myself laughing. It was great. I was in my car, thankfully, on break at work, because if I would have done it at my desk, I probably would have had 3 people pop their heads up in their cubicles to see what I was laughing at, but because I couldn't stop. And then with TikTok, the videos cycle, so I had been laughing so hard that I let it cycle, and then she did it again, and then I started cackling. It was hysterical. It was a good time. So that is why they're called forbidden corn dogs, because you don't eat them. They look like you should be able to eat them, but you don't eat them. You only eat the stalks. Alright, so just want to get to the end of this cave before we throw a sleeping bag down, because I want to be able to just duck out when we're ready. I think we do have a shot of finding a revolver in one of the crates on Summit as well. We'll see. We're basically going to drop everything we don't need at the rope to get down from Summit, because I do not Billy Goat down from Summit. I did it once, I fell to my death, I lost like a 60-day run. I was pretty mad about it. So ever since, I haven't tried to learn the proper way to do it coming down, but I went the wrong way and then I fell real bad. So, um, yeah, so we'd say good times, but it was not good times. And it was one of those, as soon as I saw myself slip, I was like, well, this is how we die. And I did. It's a crappy way to lose a run. I think there's a body back here somewhere. There's usually a little camp in here. No? Okay. There was one V back there that I missed. It's probably that one, but I'm probably not going to go back for it. Because it'll probably either be a little bit of canned food, probably nothing exciting. And we're exhausted, so I'd rather just keep going. We're pretty well set up otherwise. I want to go to Summit and do some things, and then we'll figure out where we want to go after that.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Maybe we'll go to the forge and make some arrows, so we have some arrows to take with us. Haven't decided, because we can make arrows in the airfield. So I'm less concerned about that, and there's no reason for us to go the route of Broken Railroad before then, because we have to take Broken Railroad to get to the airfield anyway. So. Oh. Well, I was going to start a fire, but we can't. Not that we need to, but oh well. There'll be plenty of fuel up at Summit. And we do have a hacksaw. That was one thing I wasn't sure we had, was a hacksaw. So we'll probably leave, like, definitely the hammer. We'll take the hacksaw. We'll leave the rifle down below, the tools, that kind of stuff, all the heavier stuff. Just because less stuff we have to carry. We're gonna eat some of this food. Then we'll go Betty bye. Oh, they put the airfield map on the app on my phone. I didn't realize that. That's cool. I guess we could explore Mystery Lake a little bit more, Mountain Town, since we have the time. Could go to Black Rock. I really don't want to go to Black Rock. Otherwise, we go to Coastal. I really don't want to go to Bleak. I've never been to Bleak, and I don't want to go to the first time um, to Bleak on here. I'd rather do it on my own first, just to get an idea. Um, Basically, because when I started playing Survival, they had already had put out Blackrock, so it didn't really make sense for if I knew how to get to Blackrock, well, why would I go out to Bleak? Especially on this playlist. So I just haven't done it yet. I'll do it eventually, but okay. So bedtime. So we're going to sleep for 10. That'll let us. And then on the map, we're basically going to go near, and then up. Okay. I come with my own sound
Surrounded
effects.
by snow and nothing.
Oh, shush. We have level 5 cooking, so now we can eat all this yellow food and not worry about it. It's fantastic. It's as much as I say it was a pain in the butt to do it, it's a huge game changer though, because it means we can eat practically whatever we want. Sleep for 2. Even though I think we can go for 4. It should be daylight in 2 or 3, so we'll get back on our way. We have the possibility of running into a bear once we walk out of this cave, so we're gonna be a little bit careful. But here's what we're gonna do. Turn this bad boy on just to get us to the end. We're gonna stop running. There's no reason to run. Cool. So now we're back in Timberwolf Mountain. This cave is the other way to get to Ash Canyon, obviously. You would just basically, it actually seems like it's a longer trek to go that way. It takes longer to get here, and it also takes you longer to get to the mine going this way. So that's the first time I've gone that way, but I definitely would do it again. It's definitely much shorter than going the other way. So here, this is a deer clearing here. So, got some deer. I know, it's a stretch on the name. Really was wondering what to expect. There's apparently a small cave here. Got some birch saplings there. We'll grab those. We might actually leave all of the stuff to cure in this cave and then come back for it. So that way it's still curing while we're up playing on Summit. This is a piece of coal. What is this? Because things will cure in caves, but they won't cure with us at Summit. This. That's fresh. Run out and grab those other ones real quick. I'm going to leave my hammer here too. Don't think we're going to need this hammer. So we'll leave that here. Leave this flare here. We're not leaving the rifle, just in case I have to fight a bear. We have a pot. Yeah. We can leave this firearm cleaning kit too. Probably find one up there. We'll take the books because we should be able to read the books. Drop one of those. Actually, drop both of those because we have these. And we're gonna drop the extra food down here too. Because there's lots of food up there. Oh, wrong. Drop that. Leave that. I hate marine flares. Like, I don't like regular flares, but I hate marine flares. Oh, that's right. We have this Cowchan sweater. Cowchan. This is the best sweater in the game. You actually can't get it on Interloper. It's the warmest sweater in the game. It's got mooses on it, so why not? So we're still missing a pair of thermal undies. I'm hoping we'll find those and maybe a pair of snow pants. And if we can find another expedition parka, that would be our goals here. Because it's cold in the far territories, and I mean it's like cold. Like cold, cold. So we're gonna grab these saplings over here real quick. Oh no, wait. Oh no, there's both. There's maple saplings there too. Wolf. Yeah, it is. Alright, we're gonna leave the maples. Really have no desire to go play with that wolf. We already got bit by a wolf in the last 24 hours. So. And. Yeah, I mean, we don't need him. We really don't. We don't need it. You don't need it. We're not taking it. I don't like leaving things behind. It's one of my fatal flaws. One of the things I'm struggling with on Hogwarts Legacy right now is I want to take all the things. Wow, getting windy again. And can't take all the things. I don't know why that is 17%, but I don't like it. Oh, we're gonna drop a bunch of these matches too, because we have like probably 5 pounds of matches here. Birch bark we're gonna take up so that we can cook it. Drop some of these. We'll take up that many. Are we cold? We are cold. Anything else we can get rid of? That's about it. Sure, let's do it. It's Chilly Willy. There is a bear that can spawn here, evidently. Since the wolves are over there, I'm suspicious he's probably here. I'll keep an eye out for him. Hopefully there's no corner bears.
Starting to feel numb.
The wind makes it a little bit difficult to hear him. And we're cold.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
No? I can't get a wind bonus there, no? Okay. Alright, so that puppy dog tells me that there's probably not a bear here. It's not impossible, but probably not a bear here. I'm just gonna hug this cliff here. Ooh, he scared me. And he saw us. Alright. Oh wait. Now we're reloaded this time. Nice thing is, once we get up this rope, we walk through a cave. So, we'll be good to get warm, take a little nappy nap, and then keep going. Double ropes always trip me out. I don't know if it's meant to be that way, but if it's a visual glitch. But it kind of looks like it's meant to be that way. Like, oh, there were two climbers that came up here? I don't know. Like, did I take one off? Oh yeah, there's two different ropes here. Huh. Like one you can take, one that's always here. That's interesting. We're not going to, but... I didn't take the last one. I'm taking this one. There's no reason not to. It's right here. I'm not a hoarder? You're a hoarder. Okay. So, this is the cave I was talking about. Gonna take us up. So, if you are following on this map, this is the secluded shelf. The map I'm looking at calls this Cave B, goes to Cave A, and Cave A gets us over to right below Summit, so then we would just kind of curve up and around, and then hop up from there. Otherwise, you could go the long way. There's a lot of ropes to climb. It's a whole thing. I don't particularly recommend it. It's kind of a waste. But if you want to do the explorer route and go the long way, you certainly can. I wouldn't, but you could. It's your adventure. You do it how you want. I'm a filthy hoarder. Doo-da, doo-da. Can't help it. Ooh. Nothing. Okay, take that. I'll take this, just in case we need to make a fire. We're warming up pretty well, though. I don't think we're gonna need it. But we'll drop it if we need to drop it. That's the way we just came from. I think? Is there another body over here? I remember these pillars for some reason. No. I was right. I was right. That's why I remember those pillars. That's the way we came in. There's a piece of coal down there. I'm not taking it. Can't make me. Alright, so to get out of here, I'm going to go through this little crawly hole. It's going to take us up. We basically want to make sure we're going up. So you want to see that your elevation is increasing. Because the cave that we're coming out of is going to be higher than the one we went into. So. Ooh, piece of candy. Boop. We're gonna have to make a fire at some point once we get to the top. Make some water. We might be okay because usually there's a basically like a half case of soda pop up there. So soda pop, whatever you call it. I call it soda most times, but I know a lot of people get offended, so we can call it soda pop. That's fine. I don't particularly care either way. So, and there's our way out. We are tired, so we are going to nap for a few hours. It's early in the day, so we can probably get away with 6 hours pretty easily. We're just gonna eat that. Oh, I dropped all of my food. Oops. about 6. Because basically, we just have to climb this one rope and then we're up. So if we have to sleep and open containers through the night, that's fine. I'm not opposed. And we're not going to waste the lantern fuel. I can see the exit, so I don't care if there's coal that we're missing. So. Alright. So, from here, we're just going to keep going up. If you went the long way, I think that's the way you come up. It's that rope there. It's one of my favorite views in the whole game. There's a rabbit. Hello, Bun Bun. Ooh, look at the deer. That's the big one, right there. Gets us to the top. So up there is Summit. It's ready, isn't it? And realistically, I don't think there's anything that can spawn up here and hurt you. There's the dead deer and some bunnies, but I've never had anything aggressive up here. I don't think they can get up here. And we'll grab that rope later and throw it there. I think it's quicker to get down that way. It drops you down to the deer clearing instead of going through the cave. But we have a rope over there in that cave. We'll just take it later. I love these trees you can like hide in them. A little bit of protection from the wind. You can also put a fire in here, and your fire is protected on 3 sides. I've done that before too in the blizzard. It's not great, but gives you some warmth. You ready? Let's go. I think this rope is so long it has 2 places to sit. We're not going to take the first one. We'll probably take the second one though. Actually, we might not need either of them. Because I'm trying to get to the top before we need to stop for weight. We should be okay. We're going to do it. Might regret this later, but we're going to do it. If we didn't have the crampons on, this would be a completely different climb. We would have had to stop, but crampons, they make a huge difference when you're climbing up ropes. So if you don't have a pair of crampons on, you better stop. And now, we've reached the summit. We did it. So now, what's on summit, you ask? Those of you who are not super familiar with this game, on summit is the back half of a huge passenger plane. Well, I guess the front and the back. But big passenger plane. And we get to get in and that by accident. Oh, and play in cargo space. So there's, like I said, a ton of firewood up here. I'd kind of love to see, and maybe I'll do this next time I do a challenge. See how long I can survive by only living in Timberwolf Mountain region, particularly Summit. Because there's so much stuff up here. You could probably stay up here for a minute. I don't know. I'd have to set rules for that to figure out a way to make that fun and still kind of challenging. So, here we are. These crates are full of crap, and it's good crap. And then these crates are full of crap. That's usually okay crap. So, good thing we brought a hacksaw. There was a single piece of charcoal in there. This game's trolling me. Because sometimes there's a hacksaw up here, but it doesn't appear that there is this time. Can also be a pair of crampons that spawn up here. I think they can spawn in one of these crates. It's been a while, so let's get started. So these crates tend to be kind of segmented by what they are, so this whole crate is going to be full of clothing. That's what we want. We want the red long johns. That's good. We have those, I have those. That's what we want. Oh no. Good. So now we're going to repair them. But these red ones, once they're repaired, even at 82%, is almost double the warmth of these at 100%. So we are going to drop that. So that was a clothing one. What's in this other set? Matches. So this is all going to be fire starting stuff. Matches, accelerant, stuff like that. So that's the first crate. Second crate. Let's see. This one's water. So probably drinks. Yep. We do not need to make water. And this one's food, so MREs. This airline chicken. I love that it's chicken, but it says vegetarian on it. That's awesome. Same thing. See this one? Vegetarian. Chicken. Like someone mixed those labels up. See, this one too. Vegetarian. So we'll eat through some of those. We'll probably leave a bunch of those up here. But they're good calories. Okay, so this one's utility stuff. So we've got a lantern, tools, fire striker. Ew, something's broken. Fire striker. Yeah, we'll probably leave that. Storm lanterns will break down. Get the fuel out of them. God. We're gonna take those. I'm gonna show you why in a second. So, there's some go juice. That's good. We like go juice. Oh, we're heavy. Alright. Hold, please. So, here's what we just found in this one container of tool stuff. And this is why this is a great place to go. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of quality tools. You only need one, and we have one down bottom, so we're not taking any of them. Like, we have enough tools here to fix the plane. If it weren't in pieces, I guess. I don't think this plane's ever flying again. And then we're gonna keep the best lantern, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lanterns. We had 1, so we found 5 lanterns because we had 1 on us. I think that one's ours. 0.13 is one's probably ours. Or 0.19. Oh, so we're gonna break down this one, and this one. The other ones aren't gonna be worth our time because they have 0.03. But we'll keep. They're all in the same condition, so we will break that one down. When you break down a lantern, you somehow put the fuel in a container that you've made.
Feels like night is coming.
And you get a piece of scrap metal as well. So, we're going to refuel this one. Okay. And we'll sleep for a little bit so we can keep seeing what we're doing. Look, another accelerant and more matches. Okay.
This pack is getting too heavy.
And then a
to
piece of
carry.
newspaper in case you forgot your Tinder. One of 6 accelerant. I think we can waste it. Since this is considered outside, I do try to keep a fire going. We'll read our books that we have. I'll read them off camera later up here, but we have the food and we have the water. I'll read all of those books and then leave them up here. It's a good time to do it. Let's eat some non-vegetarian chicken. And these give you 600 calories. Oh. So the vegetarian ones I think only give you 560. The chicken and rice ones give you a little bit more. But they're pretty good. So for the weight of them, how much do they weigh? So they're half a pound each. MREs are obviously better, but because MREs are 1750 for calories, we're going to keep those. But we're going to eat through these and drink through these, especially these 1%ers. We can still drink the 1%ers. We just won't be able to drink them from our hot bar. Our little food stash in the corner over here. And what? Soup. Soup for a couple hours. Drink these 1%ers and get rid of them. Alright. We're gonna leave our bedroll there. We're not going anywhere. But we're gonna open the next cartridge. See what's in it. So.
This will come in handy.
Cool. So this is a one full of pelts probably. So rabbit pelt, wolf pelt, cured leather, cured deer hide, rabbit, leather, deer hide. So if we carry all that stuff down with us, we can make a pair of deer pants and some rabbit bits of some sort, whether it's mittens, a hat, something. More drinks. I have to pee a lot. Next. Maple syrup. So this one's probably food. Yep. This is like quote-unquote non-perishable food. A lot of maple syrup. Wow. No dentists. All that.
I think I can use this.
Herbal tea. Nice. Coffee. Excellent. And I find usually like coffee and tea are usually in the same bin. Because we just found out of this container all of this food. And the coffee actually combined itself, which surprises me. Usually doesn't. Diabetes. That's what that was full of. Diabetes. Next one.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Clothes. Okay, so socks. We're looking for climbing socks now. That's what we want. So those are warmer than the socks we're wearing right now. We want those. No expedition part though. That sucks. Okay.
I'll take it.
That's good. There it is. That's what we want right there. Oh, and there's another one. We don't need 3. So if we didn't have one, now we would have had more. So let's see where we're at. Okay, so we only found 1 pair of climbing socks. Not a huge deal. I like to wear my snow pants underneath, so you still get the protection of the work pants. But we're gonna put combat pants on top of the work pants, because they're a little bit warmer. We have fisherman sweaters now. Okay, so we don't need these. Just keep wearing the ones that we're wearing. I'm gonna fix this up. Drop that. Wear that. Drop that. Wear those, because look at the difference. These are 4.9 degrees Fahrenheit. They're heavier, but actually they're lighter, but better. So, can't really complain though. Got a good haul so far. But you can see by coming to Summit's a good idea. There's a lot of gear up here. And this is Stalker. I mean, so Interloper, you wouldn't get this much gear. I'm actually going to drop this one and keep that one. Those. But it's still worth coming up here. A lot of gear, a lot of stuff to get. And we found 3 pairs of combat pants up here, which arguably one of the better pants in the game. Okay. And we still have an extra pair of socks in our pocket. So for the socks, you've got your sport socks, then wool socks, and then climbing socks in terms of warmth. So, because you figure 80% on these sport socks, you're only at 0.4%. On these, we're at 90 and we're at 0.8. And these, we're at 85, we're at 1.5. It's a huge difference. So, let's see. We're still really heavy. What else am I wearing? What am I carrying? Oh, it's all this food. Okay. It's all that maple syrup. Like 5 pounds of maple syrup in my pocket right now. Okay. She had the right idea. Didn't quite make it though. There's the crampons. So there was a pair up here. But we don't need 2. You can't double up. So Firearm cleaning kit. Nice. And there is a hacksaw up
I'm
here.
not
It says
gonna be able to
100%.
carry this load for much longer.
88. We'll take whichever one's better back down with us. You can repair them, but take the better one. One of these usually has weapons and stuff in it too. Alright, so this one is.
Now this stuff will come in handy.
Is this one weapons and ammo, please? We didn't get one of those. That's what I was really hoping for. Yes.
I could use this.
Not taking this. It's heavy. We have the other one. But, rifle up here.
This will come in handy.
No pistol. Okay. Well. Such is life. We're gonna go put some more stuff in the fire. Take our diabetes with us to the fire. Maple syrup. Yum. So gross. Canadians and their syrup. Okay.
Pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Packs get too heavy to carry. We're gonna break down those crates too, because there is stuff in those crates usually. But it's usually something you can get underneath the plane.
I think I can use this.
More literature. No? Okay. Sometimes there's a flare gun down here. Now to get out once you've been up here, you're going to walk. It's a little bit tricky. But you're gonna walk down here. Crouch. You don't have to crouch, but I crouch. It makes you walk a little slower. And then slide back up around here. And there we go. Probably a body over there too. Let's go investigate. Got one here.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I looked at that one already. I would pee myself if there was a bear over here. There's not, but big old bear comes strolling around the corner. It'd be awful. What do we have? Feather. Feather. Sorry you died in a plane crash, man. Hope you died in a plane crash. And not survive the plane crash and then die from the elements. Can you imagine? That'd be awful. Survive your injuries from your plane crash just to be stranded up here with nowhere to go. Die from exposure. Oh, on a lighter note. Okay, so we'll go back in here. We're gonna break some crates down now. That's another one. Oh, alright, we'll take that with us. If we can carry it down, if we can't, we'll leave it. Some scrap metal. Pinnacle peaches. That sounds like a blizzard. Nothing. Nothing. fire.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Nothing. Okay. Now see, before level 5 cooking, I wouldn't have touched those. Pinnacle peaches, 10-foot pole. Even if I was starving, wouldn't eat them. That's how you get sick. Alright, so that's it. That's what we got. Doesn't seem like these cardboard boxes give you anything but tinder. I haven't really found anything in them. It's not usually worth it. But oh. Take these with us to use as cloth. Alrighty. Last one. Can I get to it?
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
I think you can get burned if you stand in the fire. It does actually burn you. Nothing. Okay. Yep. Got some more firewood. Okay. So we've got firewood. I've got food. We've got water, syrup. Peaches. Got crackers. So, guys, hope you enjoyed the video today. I am going to sit here and do boring maintenance stuff, read some books, but I'm going to do that off camera. There's no way for me to get lost and waste more time here. Not that we don't have the time to waste now, but I will say, we got a pretty nice haul here for stuff that we found. So, I mean, definitely worth the check up here for the gear. I mean, we've got clothes, we've got food. Our food has food. We've got lots of quality tools. Antiseptic. Got drugs. We got another stim, a bunch of go juice. I don't know if the go juice is good. Like, I think we can still probably drink it, but I don't think I've ever seen it go bad. But got all these books to read, so that one's 25 hours. That one's 4. That one's 4. That one's 5. So I'll read through all these. 10. This one 10. So we've got about 2-3 days of reading here that I'll get done. Got plenty of firewood, plenty of food. We'll sit here and just get through these real quick. But guys, thanks for hanging out today. Go ahead and share your adventures in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. Where do you think where would you like to go next? Next video is probably not going to be until Monday, so you have some time. Weigh in on where you guys want to go next, and we'll go where you guys want to go next. I'll let you pick, majority vote. But as always, thanks for hanging out. I really like having you here. And have a great day. Enjoy your adventures, whatever they might be. I will talk to you guys next time. Later, Gators.